Hi, Leah.
Hi, Theresa.
I'm so glad you're here.
I'm so excited to be here.
And in pink, I see as well.
Of course.
Because today is actually
Wednesday. So in true JuLeah Designs branding here.
I love it. I knew you would wear pink today. That's amazing.
Yeah, and we've got the whole staff wearing pink sometimes too. On Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays we wear pink.
Yes, love that.
For those out there that get it, they'll get it.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Well, thank you again for joining me today. For those who are listening and are like, who is this gorgeous lady and what is she doing here? Will you tell them just who you are and how you plug into KWB here?
Yeah, I love telling my story of how I joined KW because I fell in love with KW and joined 13 years ago, almost to the day. I started out as staff here at the Market Center, right, supporting Lynn and the tech of all of our agents. Went on to work at KWB Marketing, so we worked with 650 KW offices around the entire globe, which was such a cool experience to see the markets at different parts of the country and the world. And then finally coming back in-house to create a marketing team with my sister Jules. So JuLeah Designs is our in-house marketing team at Keller Williams Ballantyne, and we help agents implement the millionaire real estate agent models into their business with command.
Wow.
Yes.
There's so much I could even go into right there. Okay, so obviously you've been with KW for a really long time.
Yes.
And you know, I would say, kind of how things work from the backside, command, the technology, everything that's happening to support our agents.
Yes.
Wow.
And what's so cool is that KW did something that no other brokerage has done. Is first, they, of course, wrote the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, right? Here it is, by Gary himself, right?
Yes.
But then they created their own technology in-house, which no other brokerage has done, to literally implement the millionaire real estate agent model for agents with KW Command. And what I always loved about KW is, of course, the culture is number one, but two, the numbers and the models that they give you, it's not guesswork. You know how many times you need to touch your sphere each year to make the income that you want to. And that is all facilitated through command and guided. So my question was, well, if we could create the millionaire real estate agent plan, right, the 33 touch, what would that look like for our agents to actually just plug and play that in, and what would those results actually be?
Wow.
So that's been a fun process creating that for our agents here.
Yeah.
And seeing the results actually work.
Yes,
Just like Gary
imagine
said.
that.
Yeah, crazy.
So we are truly, again, as you mentioned in the book, a company of systems and models, which is what you've just now repeatedly said. So it's not like you guys are, just this in-house marketing team. It sounds very strategic in what you're doing.
It is. You know, it's not reliable for agents to be counting on one viral reel to sustain their entire business, right, over the year. We want consistent income, not that roller coaster of income. And how do you get that is consistently showing up with a system for your sphere of influence, right? The models say that every 12 contacts that you have in your database, if you touch them 33 times a year, you can expect 2 referrals from each 12 of those contacts. So the numbers are concrete. The next question just becomes, how do we provide value when we're showing up as well to stay top of mind?
Wow. Okay. So let's talk about then where do we even start? When you're supporting agents, so here in our market center, we have 600 agents here. So not only is it a very large place where people can come to you, how does that work? Where do you even start when it comes to supporting agents then?
Yeah, so a couple different ways that we support agents. So first of all, agents can meet with us in-house at Keller Williams Ballantyne every other week for free marketing strategy consultations. We see where they are in their business, what their goal is. Are they working on scaling? Are they just launching their business? And then assess what would be the best path for them. We also teach weekly classes at Keller Williams Ballantyne. So every Thursday from 12:30 to 1:30, we teach a piece of the millionaire real estate agent model and actually have them implement it in that workshop. And then, of course, we provide leverage per the MREA model as well for top producers that are looking to scale their business.
Sure.
Yeah, so the difference of where we might help a new agent versus a top producer, it really comes down all to the database, which KW calls a data bank, because truly it's invaluable. I've mentioned that KW Command can implement the 33 touch, the millionaire real estate agent model for you.
Right.
But that's if you have your database fully complete. And I mean having, the 5 pieces of contact information, their name, their email, phone number, birthday, and home anniversary, and physical address, that will allow Command to automate each of the touches. It can text them on their birthday, right? Automatically without you having to think about it, and tell you reminders of who you need to be calling each day. So that it really takes the mental load off of your systems.
Yeah.
And this is what works. And this is how you touch your contacts 33 times a year.
Love that. And
Yes.
again, back to the systems and models, we're just leveraging the technology. So I am not, as a real estate agent, sitting in front of my computer all the time as a marketing or technology friend.
So true. I mean, systems are the number one thing I would really recommend when agents come in, because Command does do it for you. In order to create systems in Command, which are called smart plans, right?
Okay.
That really automate your workflow and tell you what you should be doing each day and who you should be calling from your sphere to, again, get that 2 referrals per each 12 contacts that you have. So it really tells you, okay, what's the biggest profit producing thing I can be doing in my lead gen, and strategically put my contacts in order of when I need to be calling them through the quarterly call plan, right?
Yes.
Which automatically tells you, randomizes them each quarter, tells you who to call. Command can schedule out social media posts in advance. It can automatically send out emails, automatically send texts. And this is really all done within smart plans, and that's what KW considers systems.
Right.
And honestly, that's the number one thing that I would recommend new agents or even top producers set up, because when they come in, they're working hard, harder, not smarter. And so even at the end of 2025 here, we had a lot of top producers coming in with that goal of, okay, how can I use Command to work smarter and automate my touches, automate that lead follow-up, right? That conversion to actually business from your sphere.
Right.
And Command does all that. And if you're looking at setting that up, really meeting with us, right, for free, we can guide you on setting that up for each agent at Keller Williams Ballantyne.
I mean, that in itself is incredible. So you join at KWB Ballantyne, and I get a free marketing person just to come to and strategize?
Yep. Every other week we can meet, we can time block for that tech and strategy, and it's custom to them, right? Where are they coming from? What's their sphere look like before they entered real estate? And what would make the most sense showing up on social media that feels authentic still with what they're interested in from their past lives? Let's say if it's their kids or they're coming from finance or whatever it might be, right? Combining that with real estate, okay, finance and home naturally comes together, building wealth through real estate, right? So you're still showing up authentically for your sphere and combining your niches on social media and email.
I love that. Okay, so lots of good strategies. Now we're talking, like you mentioned, some newer agent, maybe a more top producer that's been doing this a few more years. Tell me, what do you see? What does the majority come to you and go, this is what we need help with? What are you seeing agents doing right now that's, really important to stay top of mind?
Yeah, I mean, as I keep saying, creating those systems is really your baseline of what you want to be doing, right? Instead of, winging it day to day, spending hours on social media. So depending on where the agent is in their business. So if I'm talking to a new agents are typically, we're focusing on launching their brand and working on getting their database complete, right? Finding that information so that we can automate those systems through smart plans. So for example, if they're doing open houses and that's their strategy to launch their business, well, there are smart plans or systems in Command that automatically follow up with your open house leads, right? They sign in right on your website, sign into the open house. The lead goes into KW Command and automatically starts sending them a text saying, hey, how was the open house? I would love your feedback as soon as they're walking out the door, right? So it really automates. Then if you're doing multiple open houses in a weekend or in the next week, well, it's telling you when you should be calling each one of those leads based on when you first met and the top strategies in the millionaire real estate agent models.
Love it.
Already implemented into Command.
Already a strategy, already a system.
Yes.
Here's how many times.
Exactly.
Love that.
And I will say, just with the comment on the branding, a lot of new agents will start with branding. Really, also, though, a big mistake that a lot of new agents will make is thinking that they cannot launch their business without a solid brand. KW in itself has huge brand recognition nationally, right? Yes, what's awesome about KW is Gary Keller and KW encourages agents to develop their whole brand, right? Their own brand to stand alone, right?
Yes.
However, that is not needed before, you do not need a logo before you start reaching out to your contacts, right?
Right.
So the number one thing that agents should be doing, and that's where I come back to the systems, right? Let's say the quarterly call plan, it's telling them who to call each day. There are neighborhood nurtures, which is my other favorite smart plan, which if you have their physical address, it knows where they live and sends them an update of what's going on in their neighborhood each month, twice a month, without you doing anything.
Wow.
Yes. And so we can grab those physical addresses and email addresses, right? And we can help agents with that and set them up on that neighborhood nurture. So they're getting a hyper-local snapshot of their neighborhood on your website, staying top of mind, providing value. And they're hearing from you from calls, from birthday texts, home anniversaries.
Yes.
And that's the key to staying top of mind, is showing up on multiple sides of value.
That's really good. Okay, so probably the number one mistake new agents are making, right? It is about my brand and I want to do this before I really get going.
The preparing to prepare,
Yes.
getting stuck in that, yes.
So let's talk about then maybe the more, experienced agent. What are they coming in and wanting to focus around? I'm hearing a lot about video in 2025. I know you're doing that with some of your clients.
Yes.
Tell us kind of the more experienced agent. How are you guys helping them implement systems?
Yeah, so for the more top producers, experienced agents, the algorithm is changing as quickly as the real estate market does,
Crazy.
right? So what Facebook wants from you today and what AI wants from you today is not necessarily the same thing it wanted a month ago or wants in the
Right.
future,
Right.
right? So a big example of this is, okay, there's a shift of, instead of searching Google for who's the top real estate agent in Waxhaw, Charlotte, right? People are now asking AI that, ChatGPT,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And so when we asked it that question, it did actually give us some agents in our office, which was great.
Ooh.
Yes, and we asked why. Why are you pulling those specific people?
Right.
Turns out some things that AI wants, so to brand you as a specialist in Waxhaw or in a certain neighborhood, is having a standalone page on your website only talking about that community, right? And of course, ChatGPT can give you the verbiage it wants,
Yes.
right? So having a standalone page on your website, and then also having a marketing team. So it actually pulled the Jay White Group up as one of the top teams in Charlotte. We asked why, and it said because they have on their website that they have an in-house marketing team. Guess who else has an in-house marketing team? All of Keller Williams Ballantyne,
All
right?
of Keller Williams,
Right?
Ballantyne.
So staying on top of trends like these that are ever evolving is really a big thing as far as for agents, top producers, not working harder, right? Not spending hours on a single social media post.
Yes.
Right?
Which is very easy to do.
It's so easy to do because now, unfortunately, the algorithm isn't even showing your posts to everyone, right?
Wow.
It's showing, you when you log on to social media, I don't know, you probably see videos of what you're interested in.
Yes.
Running up mountains.
Yes.
And baseball
It
perhaps,
does.
right?
It thinks it knows me
Right.
and what I want to see, right?
To keep you on the platform longer. But guess as a result, they're not showing your friends to each other as much. And the number one thing that agents should be doing on social media, and this would probably be a big pitfall, instead of just spending 2 hours to make a post, what they should be doing with that time is the 10-5-1 rule, which we teach in Ignite here. It is invaluable, so I'll explain what that is. It's invaluable for relationships, yes, but for the algorithm, to tell the algorithm that you want to see each other.
Yes.
So that's 10 likes a day, 5 comments, and then 1 DM or post. Interacting with someone's story, right? That can be a DM, right? So 10 likes, 5 comments, 1 DM or post. And again, why that's so invaluable is it's telling the algorithm, okay, I want this person to see each other, right? They
Yes.
like each other. They're friends.
Yes.
So you can spend hours on the best post ever, and really not everyone you would want to see it is going to if you're not actively interacting on social media.
Got it.
So agents, honestly, that's where they should be spending their time on social media. We have social media packages, right? There are social media resources that are way better to automate that system, right? Because staying top of mind is key on social media as opposed to spending hours creating a viral post, right? So it's that system and consistency over flashiness, right? And you're right that videos are really important on the algorithm right now. Videos and carousel posts, which is like multiple images together that
go
you
through.
swipe.
Okay.
The algorithm is pushing that.
Got it.
And it pushes those to unmet. So people that you aren't friends with already. So when you post just a single post on social media, it gets in front of your friends, if you're lucky, as many of them as possible. If you post a video, since TikTok is competing with YouTube, is competing with Reels, they will push it out to as many people as possible to keep people on the platform. So you're playing their game, right? And that's the value of video, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a super professional video, just showing up with your phone here, right? Even in your car, it's called a friendly. Having a conversation about the number one tip, in real estate. And of course, I can always help agents brainstorm around what are the best trending topics going on right now, right? And help them give ideas on what they should be making videos about, what will perform best.
I feel like we've already gotten so many tips and tricks. And again, I'm sure have a whole other book of more. Let's not give it all away. No, but seriously, what a great place to start for an agent. I don't have to go out and spend thousands of dollars on some marketing team that doesn't even know what the KW model is. Again, thank you, Gary, right? And what we're trying to do and how many times in order to, have the business that I want to have, which is phenomenal that you, again, have been here for so long and you understand all of that. So just kind of a silly question then. If I'm outside with maybe a different brokerage right now, can they call and contact you?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So we're more than happy. We've done this a bunch through the 13 years that we've been with KW, is help top producers or new agents even. What does that transition look like to a new brokerage? Because a lot of that is fear on your technology, right?
Sure.
And
again, back to the systems.
Exactly.
I already have this. I don't know about moving it.
Right. But with KW, it's so well integrated into the tools and resources here. The transition is actually pretty seamless, getting all of your contacts into KW Command, setting up your brand in that. We have done it over and over again and can answer really any questions that agents have or concerns about moving over. And, if you're really in love with, let's say, the platform that you're using right now, if that's Brivity or Follow Up Boss, I have seen when agents tell me what they love about it, Command can do every single one of them.
Wow.
So, if you're not sure if you're an agent outside this market center and you're not sure if Command is the right move for you or KW, we can answer all of those questions.
Awesome.
And they can either, of course, reach out to you, Theresa, to hook that up, or kwbresources.com. It says marketing help up top. We're happy to meet with them from there.
So whether they're an agent outside of this market center or an agent here, what is the best way for them to reach out to you?
Yeah, so they can book an appointment. Like I said, that's probably the best way. Of course, they can shoot us an email at contact@JuLeahDesigns.com. But then on kwbresources.com is our calendar. So you'll see it says marketing help at the top. So they can simply book, and that is a free consultation. They can book with us for free every other week. And also coming to our classes every Thursday at 12:30. Again, that's a free way for them to implement the millionaire real estate agent models, right? Help them build it. Exactly.
Yes.
And that's our goal, right?
Yes.
Of course, with agents coming in is, okay, how can I give you the resources for free, what you're paying for already, to implement this model?
Wow.
And that's what we do with agents. And it's really
every
fun.
Single day. Yes. Okay. If there was one thing that we left out that you want people to know about our in-house amazing marketing team, what would you want them to know?
I would say that, depending on where they are in their business, marketing does not have to be a lot of money out at the beginning. Actually, sending emails to your sphere has a number one return on investment of any marketing channel.
Wow.
So as far as where do I start, it feels a little overwhelming. Like, okay, I need to post on social media nonstop and email them and call them. So if I was going to recommend focusing on one marketing channel or the other, I would say email has the best return on investment.
Yeah.
But also because, okay, when you post something on social, you're not guaranteed it gets to everyone you want. When you send an email, it's going to their inbox, and it has the highest referral rate of any other channel that we use for our clients. So that's where I would really recommend starting out, even though social media might feel easier, right? And so truly using this resource of JuLeah Designs in-house to come in, let's talk about, okay, what would emails look like to be consistently sent from KW Command?
Yeah.
Because it has that built in. The neighborhood nurture that can automatically go out.
Right there, you've got 2 emails. And you didn't even do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And that's automated. We set it up one time and it's going. And that's what you need, especially with real estate. You're running your business, right? You need this automation to be working behind the scenes. So again, you don't get done with the closing and are like, now what?
Yeah,
right?
now what?
You have that answer because the systems are working to build referrals while you're working in the transaction.
So good. So good.
I know.
I'm so glad you came in today.
Me too. I get so excited with
I
KW
know.
Command and all things KW. Right?
I love it. I love it so much. Thank you again for coming to visit.
Of course. Thank you, Theresa.
Yeah.
And let me know if you have any questions.
Thank
Happy
you.
to help.